ಓದಿದ್ರ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರು ನಯನ ಈಗ ಓದ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಆಮೇಲೆ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಓದ್ತಿದಾರಲ್ಲ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ನನಗೆ. Okay, fine. See, newspaper already ಓದಿದ್ರೆ will come across one nation, one ration scheme of the government. So this scheme is in news repetitively. Why it is in news? Because recently COVID pandemic, right? So Supreme Court has directed central government to fasten the implementation of one nation, one ration card. So why it is said mainly is migrant workers. We saw the impact on migrant workers. So meaning of migrant workers, yes, people who are migrating from their native place. So we are all migrants. We are not native to Bengaluru. So those people are migrants. So people are so you are seeing UP, Bihar people coming to southern India and all this stuff. So during they are daily wage earners, right? So they need to fill their stomach. So PDS is one. So have that, let me introduce what is one nation, one ration card. So fundamentally, there are certain basic needs. So basically, food, shelter, and all this stuff.
Sir,
all this stuff. So what happens is everybody is not in a position to afford this, right? Food is also there. There are people who are also no.
sir.
So government has to come to the help of these people, right? So why should the government come to the help of these people? This question comes now. If people are dying, the issue is there. Why should government come to the help of these people? Because because if we are a democratic country, then what we should do?
Sir, excuse me.
Okay. Then
Hello.
what you were saying? Go ahead, no?
Hello. Sir, excuse me. Hello.
Yes, I said lack of
not-
food, shelter is there. So they have come out with the scheme.
Hello.
Okay. So what is the necessity? What if they don't come?
Now they ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ sir ಈಗ.
Okay, your parents are there. They are providing you for financial support for education and all. What if they don't give? What is it is difficult. What is the necessity? They have certain duties to do, right? So in the same way, state also has a duty. So government has a duty. So from where did it get that duty? So we have a constitution. The constitution has all fundamental rights and duties. So once you study the polity, you get to know all this stuff. So there is a duty and the moral obligation on the state to address all these issues. So n number of issues, poverty is there. Poverty is an issue. So because of poverty, n number of things, not only food, no house, no education, and all those stuffs carry on. But one thing is food is also one of the issue, fundamental issue. So to address that,
ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ.
so we had PDS system. We have a PDS system, public distribution system. People going to PDF shops. Actually, we call it a term fair price shops.
Sir,
Shops. So people go to these shops and they get the food grains. So what is the point of going there?
Hello,
You are getting
sir, excuse me. Hello.
subsidized price. So at a lower cost.
Hello.
So that makes your food needs met and you are able to get it because they are affordable, right? At a smaller, lesser price. So at fair price shops, people are getting this.
Hello.
sir, it's not audible, sir.
There is an issue with the voice.
Sir, voice breaking.
Just a moment. Okay. Earlier it was not like this, right? When we used to conduct classes. Sorry. Lag. There will be a lag, na, in wireless. Student. So good. So that to address the issue. Okay, fine. There are public distribution system, fair price shops we have. So, it is a duty of the government to provide the food. So they are doing this. We have a PDS system. So to ensure all this system, there has to be a mechanism,
Sir,
right?
Sir.
All those things. I said poverty is the reason you have to identify first people who are poor. So once you identify, you will be issuing them ration cards. Okay, so ration cards were issued, and people are able to get the food. But you see, so this is a governance mechanism or the system which is in place. But
Sir.
need to, is it breaking again?
Yes, sir.
Brunda or Chandana, am I audible now clearly or?
So your voice is breaking, sir.
Our voices are not reaching it. Okay. So I don't know if you know any settings, you can come here on. So you are not audible to me, that is for sure. Can you come, Anand? System sound issue. Okay, yes. Sound. Whenever issue, then. Hello, audible?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear us?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear us, sir?
What is this? Sure, or am I audible? Like, we are talking, but we are not audible. Just okay. Sorry, I'll take the help of others. ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಈಗ ಹಲೋ
ಸರ್
Sir, audible, sir.
ಸರ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ ಸರ್, ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
ಈಗ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇದೆ
ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಅದೇ ತರ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಸರ್.
ಇವಾಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಅದೇ ಇದನ್ನ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಅದೇ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್
ಸರ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಸರ್ 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಲೇಟ್ ಕೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ.
ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಇದು
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ವೈರ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇದೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ?
ಚೈತ್ರ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ
Starting
ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಸರ್.
ಈ ಕೇಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿ. Clearly audible to you now? Or still there is an issue?
Yes, sir, we can hear you now.
Sorry?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
we can
sir,
hear you.
audible.
Okay. So now, fine. $15 minutes, 20 minutes. That's fine. So to meet the food requirement, India system we had a system which issued ration cards. Okay. So systems have to be, governance system has to update with the time, right? So technology, you have to bring in technology, and also you have to adjust according to the changing times and all those stuff. So India system was fine, but you see, as I said, migration is a phenomenon in India because almost 1/4 of population in India.
Sir,
Sorry.
again it's breaking, sir. When you turn that way, it's breaking. When you're talking this way, it's audible.
Okay. Okay, then I'll focus here. You focus there. Okay. Fine. You focus there. I will focus here. Chalo. Population. So 1/4 of population are migrants in India. So this is obviously a reason, like why did we have such a huge population? Obviously, economic reforms and imbalance in the economic development. So that's what I'm trying to show you, like how the governance system has to evolve, or it should accommodate the changing needs and update its system. So LPG reforms, greater economic opportunities, but those economic opportunities are concentrated in only certain areas, particularly coastal states like Gujarat, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, and all this stuff. So UP, Bihar, people moving to these states. So still, a poor is a poor, no matter wherever he goes. Basically, I think is, so just because he comes to Maharashtra or Gujarat, all of a sudden he doesn't become a rich, right? So still his food needs have to be met. So what was the issue with earlier system was the ration cards has to be registered with the local fair shops only. I said place where you get the grains and all, fair price shops. So earlier only this was possible. So the moment he was going outside to Maharashtra and all, he was not able to avail this service which was provided by government. So, but that's what I said. Government, this system has to be accommodative to new changes. So you accommodate migrants also. So to achieve that, government has come out with one nation, one ration card. One nation, one ration card. So what it main thing is, it provides for portability. So portability, a basic meaning of porting and all, from one SIM to other network, right? SIM network, you do that. So portability, what it offers here is a person can avail food grains, in any fair price shops. So earlier we can only get the food grains in a particular local fair price shops. Now, not only there, other fair price shops in his own state, not only there, he can also get it in the other states also. So that is the main thing, portability it has provided. So by doing that, it is helping the migrants. So that is why Supreme Court, even asked government to have a database of migrant workers. Okay. And other thing, so this system was possible because we have Aadhaar seeding is done. Aadhaar seeding, you mean you are linking 12-digit number with your ration cards and all this stuff. So apart from that, you are automating the fair price shops with point of sale machines. Okay. So these two are done so that you can go with the portability of ration cards. Okay. So remember this stuff. And one more thing is PDS, whenever PDS comes into a picture, National Food Security Act, you should know, right? So that and almost covering almost 3/4 of Indian population are getting benefit of food grains through National Food Security Act, NFSA Act. See, I said food has to be given, right? So it is not just a vague thing. There will be a particular law will be brought out for that. So they have brought NFSA Act. Under that, food grains are distributed. Almost 3/4 of India's population. Okay, it covers, and the number has gone up. If you are already continuously following the current affairs, there was a petition in Supreme Court also, and Supreme Court has directed government to come out with exact figure, exact number of beneficiaries under NFSA. Like because population has risen up, right, from 2011 census 1.2 billion to it is almost 1.3 billion plus something. So that's why it was in news. And today, why it was in news? Central government has said still West Bengal and NCP of Delhi, these have yet to implement one nation, one ration card. So reason it is often stated is because of political reasons. So obviously a central government having a particular party, and these states, West Bengal and Union Territory, different political party. So there is a bit of political tussle that makes this is a said reason. Okay, we are not saying this reason. So it is often because of political reason that these states are lagging. So you should answer in that way. It should appear like you are not staying any stand. You are just presenting the facts. So these two states are yet to implement. And apart from that, even Chhattisgarh has not implemented. Chhattisgarh, state of Chhattisgarh. So in newspaper, what is given is one reason why Chhattisgarh is yet to implement this, because they are yet to implement connect with the point of sale machines. So automation process, Aadhaar seeding, this process is yet to begin there, yet to be completed there. So that is why even Chhattisgarh is so far not implemented that. Then another state they have also mentioned, Assam. State of Assam is also yet to implement. So here the stated reason is, particularly what they say is, there is a concern or fear related to NPR. Do you know what is NPR? Anyone? Okay, you know, did somebody say something? National Population Register, I know. I'm asking what it contains. So register is a database. What database does it have? National Population Register.
Residents of a country.
Residents of a country. So who are all the residents of a country? So suppose if I was in Pakistan and I come to India today, and am I a resident of a?
So
Yes.
minimum 6 months they need
Minimum
to.
6 months.
So usually, so NPR, National Population Register, is a register, a database of usual residents of India. Usual residents, you mean people who have stayed in a location for at least 6 months, or who are willing to stay for further 6 months. Okay, so they are referred as a usual residents of India. So this is there. So what is the fear is, see, usually NPR exercise, National Population Register exercise. So this is through Act of Citizenship Act of 1955, and there is a Citizenship Order of 2003. Okay, there is a Citizenship Act of 1955, and there is a Citizenship Rules of 2003. So I'm saying in Assam, this is not implemented because there is a fear with respect to NPR. So what is the exactly fear is? So National Population Register having a database of usual residents. So this is through a Act of Citizenship Act of and all those things. What happens is in Assam, you know already issue of illegal migrants. So it is the fear that moment you register as a usual resident of India, then that data will be used to identify whether you are a citizen of India or not. So that is why people are, not even seeding their Aadhaar details. Because moment if I seed with the details, you will think you will check it, right? Background and all those stuff. So you are feared that you might be qualified as not a citizen of India. So that is why they are not doing even Aadhaar seeding linkage. So that has hampered the implementation of schemes what the newspaper article is saying. Okay, just go through in the newspaper. So remember what is the significance is national-wide portability, particularly helping migrant workers. So situation like COVID pandemic has exposed need for such a scheme. Okay. So there you can write just in paper to like governance part. So how government is more responsible. So we need a government which is more responsible and responsive to the needs of the people. So these are all the how responsibility of the government is. And in paper one, you can link it with the poverty. As I said, poverty is a social issue. So it is a phenomenon. So what is the immediate impact of poverty is basic things are not met, food, education, right? And then goes on, the list goes on because of poverty. But here we will link it to just a basic aspect of food and what government is doing. Suppose I said because of poverty, you don't have shelter, then government is coming out with the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, right? Housing for all. So that is how you will link. And even education, why there is a free elementary education. So that is also one of the way to address the poverty issues. So broad theme is the poverty. Whenever if you are studying in paper one or a social issue, you should link this. Okay, and all the government schemes now, whichever government schemes come, they will be addressing the social issue on it, right? Means this is how you should think in broad while writing essays. Background is important. But in paper two, certain questions will be straight. You can be asked a question: what is the one nation, one ration card scheme? So, what are the challenges in its implementation? Okay, obviously, technology will be a challenge, right? So, not technology, infrastructure creation will be a challenge. So, government expenditure on all these point of sale machines and all this stuff. And otherwise, what are the benefits that the government is getting, or the benefits of the scheme? So benefit is for migrant workers, and apart from that, if you have heard of subsidy, you might have come across. I already said subsidized food grains are provided to the people. So government is spending a lot of financial resources. But what is the thing? There are fake accounts. Fake accounts are there. So a lot of wastage of government resource, right? So there is a novel purpose behind this thing that you should fill their stomach. But the fake accounts are there. So intended beneficiaries are not getting the benefit. So this kind of technology will eliminate such accounts also. So eliminate accounts, right targeting of beneficiaries, then will also save the economic resources for the government. That money can be used in better other, other welfare schemes also, right? So these also, this is how you should analyze. A straight question can be asked in mains or in prelims also. Certain basic things can be asked. And I said, so this was in newspaper. That's what I discussed. And one more with respect to IT Act. So what if you read the newspaper, it says Supreme Court is aghast with the 66A of IT Act. Meaning is aghast, meaning horrified, horrified. So it is something very unpleasant and all those stuff. So why Supreme Court is horrified? Because it shows so poorly on your system that is in place. See, actually, we have laws. Okay, all laws will be implemented. There will be rules and regulations. So we have IT Act of 2000. So this deals with, like, earlier all government work was dealing with paperwork and all those stuff. Now new modes of communication, electronic data and all those stuff. So all those aspects were covered through IT Act. So within that act, you had a particular provision. So one act will be having n number of rules and provisions. Okay. So there 66A was one provision. So this provision was struck down by the Supreme Court. Supreme Court struck down 66A of IT Act. So meaning, so see, whatever the laws are brought by the government, whether they are right or wrong, who will check it? Judiciary, right? So they will not only say entire law is wrong, certain things within a law can be also wrong. So they will strike it down. Okay. In the same way, IT Act is right, but this provision in the law is not right. Okay. So they have struck down 66A of IT Act. Why did they strike down? See, it was saying that it was actually prohibiting, what I can say, exact word is, it was against the online, freedom of speech and expression. Against liberty, I will say. See, liberty is freedom. Freedom means freedom to talk, freedom to speak. So what you will speak what is there in your mind, your thoughts, right? So that freedom should be there. Nobody can come and restrict it. Obviously in constraint. So in classroom you are fine, but nobody can come and tell you everywhere, wherever you go, you should not talk. That is your freedom, right? So you can also express this freedom on online modes also, social media, right? So, but this law was against the freedom, because how did the Supreme Court say this law was against the freedom? Because the words were very, vague. See, the provision had a particular word, something called grossly offensive. So whenever you say something through a computer which is grossly offensive, then you will be punished for a period of 3 years. So it read like that, the particular provision. So meaning is, but thing is, what is this grossly offensive? And you should define. I'm just using a bad words for a person. Is it offensive? Or I'm just not using bad words, I'm just criticizing what he has done. Is it offensive? So what do you exactly mean by offensive? This has to be clear now first. Then only you will say a particular act is offensive. Before you consider something as offensive, you should know what exactly do you mean by offensive. Because the meaning at least is what I'm trying to say. So the provision had this term that something which is grossly offensive, if you do something which is grossly offensive, you will be punished for 3 years. So grossly offensive, what is this grossly offensive was not defined. You got the meaning? Are you understanding? So this was not defined. So moment it is not defined. So whatever you do, police might say that this is offensive, and they will take you to custody. So misuse of the law. Understood? So this word was not defined. So it is very vague. So vague you mean it is not clear. Whatever you speak or whatever you define, it has to be very clear. So this was not clear. So it can be misused. So moment it is misused, it is against your freedom of speech and expression. You will read fundamental rights in your polity. Freedom is there. You have freedom to speak. So that's why Supreme Court struck down this. Yes, fine. And in which case, it's a single case. So certain cases also you should remember whenever you read newspaper and all. So in a single case, Supreme Court struck down section 66A. So this judgment was celebrated. Actually, why was it celebrated? Because freedom of speech and expression was promoted, right? So fundamental right was promoted by the judiciary. But the issue is, so it is almost many years now, but police are even today filing the cases under this 66A of IT Act. Supreme Court has already done away with that act, but still there are cases under 66A of IT Act. So what is the point of doing away with that, striking down of that provision? So there is an issue, right? So judiciary has already said it, it has already struck down that provision, and still police are, charging people under that act. So law is not there, a particular provision is not there, but still they are charging. So Ashish, no, this reflects poorly on the system that is in place. So you are not, up to date. You are not updating. So it shows criminal justice system. So see, criminal justice system, we mean criminal justice system is also a term. It includes judiciary, police. Then we also have prisons. So justice, how should be a justice be delivered? So it also includes parliamentarians. Sorry. Means something wrong is done. So a particular murder took place. So he will be charged. There will be a law defining this is a crime. So he should be punished. So there will be a law brought out by the parliament or the legislatures. MLAs, MPs, you elect, right? These people will bring out a law. So whenever there is certain crime, you will be punished under this law. So then police will implement this law. So crime happens, they will charge the person under, because this is a violation of particular law. And then judiciary will see whether the crime has been committed or right or wrong. Then he will be sent to a prison. So this is a total criminal justice system. So the term is used like that, criminal justice system. But you see, system is there, but is it exactly working perfectly? So this is showing, na? So 4 years already there is no law. Already a provision has been struck down, but police are still charging the people under this provision. So is our criminal justice system is adjusting with the time? Is it? It shows, na, it shows poorly. It reflects poorly on the police also, because people who are running the system itself are not updating. You got the point. So these are all the issues, and you will study criminal justice. What are all the reforms? The moment somebody says criminal justice system in India should be reformed, means judiciary needs to be reformed, police needs to be reformed, prisons also. Sorry, prisons reforms also should be carried out. So these are all things will be there that you will study in your main classes. But because I said no, this was in news, so it reflected very poorly on police. And another main concept, I said a single case is some important case. There will be a number of cases, but you should remember certain cases you will come across in politics. Case one and the Bharati case and all those things. They're very important for landmark judgments. So remember that the main thing with respect to liberty. So certain nothing much to say, but significance of liberty I will say here, because you can use this thing anyway. So moment I say liberty, you use remember all the fundamental rights. So people who are already read, but when you start your polity, there's a particular section with fundamental rights. Okay. So within that you have a freedom, which is mainly liberty. So liberty is freedom only, but not license to do anything. Once you have a freedom, that doesn't mean you can do anything. So it has to be within a certain reasonable restrictions. You cannot go and kill. So that is a restriction. There has to be law and order in the society. So for individual, as I said, to speak, to express your thoughts and all those stuff, it is important. Sorry. Okay. I thought somebody said something. So society you have, what is the significance of liberty for society? What is the significance of liberty for society? I think at least, okay, subject is not covered, but in school and all those days you have read the ancient history, medieval history. You might have come across, na? Online students. Significance of liberty for society. So I said the judgment were celebrated, say a single case. So why was it celebrated? Because liberty is important. It should be there for society. It should be prevailing. So what is the significance of freedom for society? Brunda?
So there will be holistic growth.
Holistic growth of?
The individual or society, both.
Okay, means fine. So this is a general term. Can you explain me with the example?
Like how growth will happen, is it? Is that the question?
So see, issue is you are not understanding what is the growth. So what is the growth according to you here? So you are saying growth of individual, growth of society. What is according to you growth? What do you mean by growth? So you said I have grown. So obviously you have grown in your physical appearance. Are you grown in your mentality? Are you matured enough to understand the things or the see things in a non-biased way, or you are just making a judgmental, which is partial judgments? Can you give other examples? Others, Pratap, Sneha. Okay, fine. I will say like remember this stuff. Like you can use it wherever in essay also, and even in GS answers you can use it in conclusion or introduction. See, like what is appearance now for us is Earth is at the center and Moon is revolving, Sun is also revolving. So this was a belief. This was a truth in medieval times, ancient times. So now we know that Earth is not at the center, rather Sun is at the center, and Earth and all other planets are revolving around the Sun. So if there is no one to speak for the first time that Earth is not at the center, people have faced issues, right? So he was able to, he can only speak the truth when there is a freedom to speak. So truth will come out, importance of society. This is how society will grow. They will come out of their, false understood one importance for. So truth will come out. So that is how growth in intellectual abilities will take place. So one example you can link that way. Then other things, dogmas, like so as I said, same thing. Like similar lines only, Earth and all those stuff. So visible, na? Like we think Earth is flat also. So appearance is that only, but that is not the truth. Earth is round rather, right? So, but there are, we know now science and we know. Otherwise, what are think of people in primitive days, right? They would definitely not know because the senses are limited, right? We cannot imagine whatever is there. Only when we see, now we have a data, pictures, satellites, and all those stuff. We can get the images and we can see. But earlier people think of them and movement, everybody believes that this is the truth. And if somebody says no, Earth is not at the center, Sun is at the center. So those people, so entire people will round up him, right? Means that shows the significance of liberty for the society. So if your entire people start denying the truth, that becomes a dogmatic. So dogmatism, you mean you accept certain things as fundamentally right, but you will not question it. You need to question the things. You might have often come across in your home also that on particular festival or all this stuff, certain tradition will be done, right? Do this kind of stuff. I don't know exact words, but on festivals, Yugadi and all, you will bring flowers, leaves, tie it. Those all stuff you will be doing, right? Doing is fine, but why are you doing it? One reason given by parents is it has been done since ancient times. So we will also do it. So this is a dogma. You are not questioning the things. So questioning will happen only when there is a liberty. So liberty makes you to question things. Moment questioning begins, you will go to the truth. Moment truth happens, all the entire you see changes in the society. That is what we call it as a progress. So progress is not just a material development. When I say material development is production of goods, having good mobiles, good standard of living. That is just a material development. So material development alone is not enough. Mind development is equally important. So that is how the knowledgeable society will come. So moment knowledgeable society comes, all you see a number of crimes against women are happening, and in the name of religion, mob lynching and all these are happening. People are killed in the name of religion. Women are assaulted just because she wears a particular cloth. So these are all dogmas. Why you are not allowing? Because this is means not, I'm not at all criticizing, but people who give the reasons, like she is wearing a particular dress, this is against our culture, this is against our religion. So this is a dogma. You are saying this is not a reason that it is written in. So that is what the dogma is. So they say this is written in a book or something, so that has to be followed. You got the. This is what the significance of this all stuff. So you can go on linking all the n number of issues to get in the society. That's what I said. No? The judgment was celebrated. So celebrated is a very big term, right? We celebrate festivals. We do not celebrate every day. So celebration is a big thing. So celebrating the freedom of speech is a big thing. But you will only appreciate the thing only when you understand what is the importance of freedom of speech and expression. Not only for individual, even for entire society and nation as a whole. Not only nation, go beyond that entire world. We have to get out of our ignorance and those all darkness, right? So truth is important. So that is where how the liberty plays a role. And even for nation, yes, so nation to all freedom of speech and expression important for the people, that has to be maintained. You will study it under fundamental rights. Okay. Then what to say? A single case. See, just remember this, okay? See, with respect to freedom, liberty, you will have in Constitution all the fundamental rights. Do not discriminate, treat everyone equal, men, women, and all the stuff. So that is all the freedom. But that stuff you will be writing in answers, but you should understand what exactly first freedom is. So just make a note of liberty and uh, you know importance for individual, important for society, and important for the nation. And what you do is, so because I said today, you can recollect that examples, but you keep thinking again and again, because whatever happens around you, so you should be in a position to analyze it. So today something wrong happens and tomorrow something wrong happens. How will you analyze? So you will be analyzing based on the fundamental ideas. So it will be violating liberty. So liberty, I gave you a meaning of liberty. So there is equality is also one kind of such idea. Justice is also one kind of idea. So moment any issue happens, you will say, so this is against liberty. So section 66 says against liberty. So particular women are not treated well. This is against justice. So this is injustice. So the fundamental understanding of ideas is important. You will use that in your essays and all. But just this is how you should link the current affairs. So we will take another class also. Right now it will be too much for you, but still. See one more small thing in this with respect to Ganga. So Ganga cleaning is going on since 1985. First began in 1985, particularly under Rajiv Gandhi. So recently, in today's newspaper, if you read National Mission for Clean Ganga, there is something called National Mission for Clean Ganga. See, this is the implementation body. As I said, whatever work will be done, so there will be a laws, there will be a mechanism. Okay, so that is what laws, mechanisms is nothing but governance. See, in your entire course, now you will study polity, you will study society, you will study ethics, you will study governance also as a topic. So, what governance is nothing but all these institutions, laws, procedures, mechanisms. So, whenever the issue is there, if they are asking a question in governance, those stuff only will be asked. You will better understand. But right now, remember, governance is nothing but all the institutions and all the stuff. Okay? So we have process like a cleaning of Ganga. We have National Ganga River Basin Authority. So that is the apex body. Then under that, National Mission for Clean Ganga, which is implementing the all the measures to clean Ganga. So question comes, what they said right now is all the cities which are along the banks of River Ganga should have a master plan. They should come out with a master plan so that pollution is avoided. Okay. So among see question comes now. So reason comes. What is the reason for so background of it? Why did Ganga got polluted? Can you say reasons? Sorry, false assumption of what? I said yes. Okay, that is fine. I'm asking the reason for pollution. Why there is a polluted? Okay, yes. So that is also one of the reason. So what you can say is religious beliefs. So you say na in Kannada also. So we will not go into truth or right. This is it was truth in ancient times because Ganga is flowing from Himalayas, right? Medicines and all those stuff will be carried by the river, and that was curing diseases. It was not simply said. There was a reason for saying the stuff, but now you see industrialization, urbanization. So, right? You know the meaning of urbanization? Sorry. Okay, chemicals are mixing into the river. Yes. So urbanization, industrialization. The urbanization only is nothing but increasing people living in the cities. So increasing the number of cities on the river, the banks of river Ganga. So moment city is there, the garbage and waste that is created. Not only domestic waste from the houses and all. There are even industries within the urban areas. So that pollution also. So all that pollution, sewage, waste is going into the river Ganga. The main reason. Then industrialization is increasing industries, I say, and particular reasons is there are tannery industries. I think in yesterday's class I said you related tanneries, leather products. Did I say tanneries is related to skinning of skin of animals related stuff, leather industry. So heavy number of heavy density of tannery industries around Kanpur and all in Ganga region. They are also causing the population. So high density of tannery industries and all those stuff. So n number of reasons. As I said, religious beliefs also is a reason for the pollution of Ganga. Urbanization, industrialization, religious beliefs. These are the broad terms. Under that, you can elaborate n number of things. Like, as that's a domestic waste will be going, industrial waste will be going. Those all stuff you can elaborate within these points. So reasons for Ganga's pollution and the efforts are going on. So government is also coming up with different missions and all those stuff. So right now, what they have did is, so as I said, these efforts are implemented through National Mission for Clean Ganga, and now they have said that all the important cities on the banks of river should come out with a master plan. So master plan, what they mean is address those all aspects which will help in the purification of Ganga, like have a state of the art technology. When I say state of the art technology, meaning of this is highest developed technology at the present time. State of the art in the sense right now, what is the highest new technology, if you can say. Artificial intelligence is a buzzword, right? These words will be repeating wherever you see newspaper and all. And this is a latest technology, a higher evolved technology, right? So use such kind of technology to address the pollution issues and all those stuff. So that is what the part of this whole master plan and all those stuff. Okay. See, rest of the thing is basic only, but see, this is just a small current affairs, right? Have a master plan. The city should have a master plan. But how will you link in syllabus is for prelims? You can get questions related to various schemes and mechanism that you have for cleaning Ganga. So they can ask you what is National Mission for Cleaning Ganga is related to, or they can ask the National Ganga River Basin Authority, which has been named as National Ganga Council, and this is headed by Prime Minister. So these kind of factual stuff can be asked. Who heads the National Ganga Council? Prime Minister, Environment Minister, these kind of stuff in prelims. In mains, so you should know background of so Ganga, significance of Ganga. For religious purposes, it is important. Beliefs of English. For environment purpose also, the animals are staying there. It is important for agriculture, industries providing water, right, for irrigation and all the stuff. Remember the importance of Ganga. Break it into various reasons. Then you go for pollution issue is there. So pollution because of these reasons. So industrialization, urbanization, and all those stuff. Then yes, pollution is there. What government is doing? So you mentioned what are all the government schemes that the government has brought out for purifying the Ganga. Okay. So this is how you will study entire Ganga issue. What is anything you want to ask? Any issues, doubts, and all? Straight away you can say, like, sometimes hesitation will be there, na? What if they take it offensive like that? So it should be more, communication should be very clear and open. Sometimes we will assume, na, they might take it personally and all that stuff. Nothing like that. If you face any issues, straight away you can say to me directly, because that help me in addressing next time. So in next class I can accommodate, right? That one issue with respect to newspaper, we will be having separate classes, like what to read and what not. Basic classes will be there. Okay? Online students. Anything you want to ask? Okay. People are already left. Sorry.
Thank you, sir.
People have left. That's all. Because these things are already done to them. Na? They know the idea of reading newspaper and all that stuff. So I was recollecting and Ganga issues also. So you are listening it for the first time. But see this Ganga issue, I said now since 1985, program is going on. So for UPSC aspirants who are preparing for 4 or 5 years, they will be reading Ganga again and again. You got the point. So moment they have already listened to this, they don't want to waste the time and listening again, right? For new someone who is listening for the first time, this is a new information. You got the thing. So because they already listened, I think they are logged. So no issues then. We'll end up here. Thank you.